Hi, and welcome back to our kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you a top secret baked beans that's gluten-free. Now, I have taken the regular recipe that everybody makes and I'm going to change it a little bit, and hopefully it comes out. I'm just kidding. I go off the wall sometimes with my ingredients. It usually comes out pretty good, but I've had some failures. And I'm kind of a mess today. We had like a monsoon come through. The electric was blinking. I didn't even know if I'd get this far. Anyway, let me show you how we mix this thing up. 228 cans of regular pork and beans. I didn't buy the grilling beans or the bushes because they spiced it up with other ingredients, and I want to spice it up myself. It's always cheaper this way anyway. It's just plain pork and beans. Any brand, store brand, Campbell's, whatever you can get. Especially right now, we had a hard time even getting baked beans. They didn't have, all they had was big cans of it. They didn't have any little cans. So this is 228-ounce cans, and as you can see, it's got a lot of liquid in it, but this bakes down, so we like the liquid. Here I have a quarter cup of ketchup of your choice, any kind of ketchup you like. A quarter cup of my barbecue sauce that I made in another video called Zippy Bourbon Barbeque sauce. I'll link that recipe down below. And then I have a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, and a tablespoon of mustard. I use Dijon. I used to just use yellow mustard, but I like Dijon. So I'm going to add that in there. Reason I'm doing it in a bowl, I could make it in my baking dish, but I like to taste it before it goes in the baking dish in case I need to add something to it. Here I have one secret ingredient. This is a plain cup that your kids eat of applesauce, cinnamon applesauce. And I have a teaspoon of soy sauce. Now this is Tamari gluten-free. If you go to the grocery store and you don't see gluten-free, get the Tamari because they're always gluten-free. Right? The Tamari is any brand, but this one actually says, this is a Sanjay brand, and it says gluten-free. Now, second secret ingredient. A teaspoon of black instant coffee, just right in there, up to Folgers. You can tell it's damp here today. Feels like a sauna right now. Okay, this is a quarter cup of molasses. I'm using the unsulfured organic unsulfured molasses. And I sprayed my little measuring cup with the cooking spray, so it slid right out of the measuring cup. Quarter cup of brown sugar. Now, a lot of people add red and green peppers to their baked beans. I love these things. Diced green chilies. They have a mild flavor. The kids don't see chunks of peppers. It blends right in. So I'm going to add a 4-ounce can of that. This is Old El Paso. Make sure you read your labels. Make sure there's no wheat in there, because they'll surprise you sometime and sometimes it changes your recipes. I had a green enchilada sauce where they changed the recipe one time and I couldn't eat it, and I didn't know it had wheat in it because it hadn't had it before. Here I have a teaspoon of jalapeno. Now, you can leave this out for the kiddos. They're just the two of us, and I can eat a jalapeno. Peppers, I'm not a heat person, but a jalapeno I can eat. Here comes the last secret ingredient. Spiced rum. Totally optional. But I like the spiced rum because it has a vanilla note to it, along with the spices, and I'm going to put just a shot of that in there. I think a shot is maybe 2 ounces, 1.5 I think. Okay, now we're going to just stir it all up. I didn't add any salt because the soy sauce has salt in it, and they said if you want to lower your sodium intake, use soy sauce instead of salt, regular salt. Now, I didn't use any Worcestershire sauce. You can add that if you want, probably about a teaspoon of that. But getting back to the coffee, it adds a darker, deeper taste to your beans. Want to taste it? Make sure it does have enough salt. Okay, I've got a baking dish here. It's 9 by 13. It's a little bit deeper than regular ones you have, but this will fit in a regular 9 by 13. My hands are clean, by the way. Don't freak out. Here I fried or par-baked. I like to bake my bacon. Some slices of bacon. The reason I did that is I don't like when you bake beans and the bacon you put on top comes out all like it's not even cooked. It is to a certain point, but I like it cooked better. You put that on top. You're going to bake this in the oven for 350 for 45 minutes to an hour. Now what happens is this is going to shrink down and thicken up your beans. Uncovered, put it in uncovered. If it seems like it's getting too much thick, add some foil in the last 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and then we'll come back and show you what it looks like. I told you I was a mess coming into this video. I forgot to tell you to put half a diced onion into the recipe. It was laying right here after I did my first part. My husband says, "You forgot the onions." So I stirred it in, and I left it in there for an hour. I wanted it to bake down to where it's nice and thick. It's still got juice in it. There's a piece of bacon. Another piece of bacon. You lose. See what it looks like? Now I'm going to taste it, let you know how all my secret ingredients went. But I have to blow on it. Reason you leave it in, you can test it 45 minutes, but you want those onions to cook in it. You want them to get soft. Very good. Sweet, molassity. Is that a word? Molasses. Oh, forget it. It's got a deep, dark flavor. I'm not tasting the rum, spiced rum, but that's okay. It already cooked off anyway. Oh, this is so good. You need to try it. Please come back and visit us another time. Subscribe to my channel. Push the like button and push that bell so you'll be notified of my next videos. Stay tuned. Coming up, I got some more summer recipes to show you, so come back and see me. Thank you. Bye.